Time right now is 5:40. Thanks for joining us. Back now to our top story this morning. Going live to the state capitol, Governor Newsom fighting for his political life with just one day left until the recall election. And today, President Biden is set to join him for the final hours of the campaign.
The latest polls are trending in the governor's favor. A recent survey by the Hoover Institution and Stanford University's Lane Center estimates 57% of likely voters will vote no on the recall, while 43% will say yes to removing Newsom. So what's Washington's take on the race? CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe joins us live now from D.C.
Yeah, thanks for being here. And we're only 24 hours from the election. So what are your predictions?
Oh, well, you know, certainly given the interest that there's been across California and across the country, this is clearly something that's being closely watched, especially by Democrats here in Washington, concerned that if for some reason the governor comes up short, it could spell real trouble for them and their messaging across the country in other midterm elections next year. But this White House has been especially focused on this race, understanding that there's real stakes involved for them, because if a Democrat in his leadership during the pandemic is being questioned at the state level, it could rub off on the national level with the president. And of course, given the vice president's hometown ties to you guys there in the Bay Area, she as well has been quite invested in this and is watching the returns closely.
Yeah, of course, the president headed this way this morning. Just how much attention would you say the rest of Capitol Hill is paying to this race?
They're certainly paying attention to it, and it is notable that the president's heading west really for the first time since he became president. We're about 8 months into his presidency, and he hasn't headed in your direction quite yet. That's partly because of the pandemic, but making the stop today in Boise and then Sacramento to talk about wildfires before heading down to Long Beach to campaign with the governor is a sign of how much attention national Democrats, the White House, and Capitol Hill are paying attention to this. Of course, Speaker Pelosi, another Bay Area native, very much speaking out in support of the governor and concerned about what this could mean for her fellow Democrats across the country if for some reason he comes up short. Because remember what he's focused on especially. I'm a Democratic governor right now. If I lose and we hand the state over to a Republican, what could that possibly mean for the state and its response to the pandemic? That seems to be resonating with voters in an overwhelmingly Democratic state, but it is the nation's biggest state. And if it's a message that works there, there's a belief among Democrats elsewhere that it could work in the 49 other states, too.
And with President Biden visiting California today, what will his message be to California voters?
Yeah, well, it's get out and vote if you haven't already. I mean, obviously, we've seen a pretty high percentage of Democrats return their ballots, especially for it being an off year, you know, odd-numbered year statewide election. By coming tonight and heading down to Long Beach, an area in Southern California where they'd like to boost the vote, it's clearly designed to get those last-minute voters who either haven't sent that ballot back in the mail or are still dwelling on whether or not to show up to vote tomorrow in person. And Long Beach, where it sits there near L.A. and just north of Orange, north and to the east of Orange County, roughly, and then, of course, the San Diego area, that's an area of the state where if Democrats can drive up the vote, coupled with how well they're doing in Northern California, where you guys are, the hope is that he'll succeed on question one and that question two won't even matter.
All right, well, yeah, we'll be paying close attention, obviously, with this just a few hours away, 24 hours. CBS News senior White House and political correspondent Ed O'Keefe, thank you for joining us from D.C. Thank you.